Nonhlanhla Kelly Khumalo. 4 cell phone numbers that she did not disclose to the police when this incident took place. These numbers were discovered by the XDS system used by the cell phone analyst and subsequently linked to her activities. Investigation further revealed that she is linked to the actual perpetrators of this murder by means of cell phone linkages. These linkages connect her to accused 3 and 5. It was further discovered that through cell phone analysis, her cell phone memory album has the same photo of a see-through bag containing cash, notes, and in the exact position or location or spot of that of accused number 3. There is no reasonable explanation as to why Kelly Khumalo will be in contact telephonically with a headman or killers of a boyfriend and share the same picture of a bag full of money. Communication records between her and her sister shows that as early as 2013, she wanted to get rid of the deceased, as she puts it. It is apparently clear that she hated him and wanted to get rid of him. She further states that she regrets not succeeding to get rid of him before. Taking into account all these facts, an inference can be drawn that she meant killing him. Cell phone record shows that after the incident took place, she phoned a number of people from 082-703-4358 number, but no call was made to emergency services. She also subsequently went to the witch doctor for cleansing, as was also done by the other accused in this matter.
South Gauteng had decided that the following people, my lord, be charged, which is number 1, Longwe Twala, number 2, Kelly Khumalo, number 3, Gladness Khumalo, number 4, Zandi Khumalo, number 5, Tumelo Madlala, number 6, Mthokozisi Twala, number 7, accused 7, it's Maggie Peer, my lord. On 2 counts, my lord. Count number 1, the DPP has decided that they must be charged on the count of murder, in that upon or about the 26th day of October 2014 in Etonia, Boksburg, in the sub-district of Eguruleni, the accused, whose name I've just read into the record, my lord, who acted as perpetrators or accomplice or accessory after the fact, unlawfully and intentionally killed Senzo Meyiwa, an elder person, by shooting him. And count number 2, my lord, is defeating the ends of justice. In that, on or about the date and at or near the place mentioned in count 1, the accused did unlawfully and with intent defeat or obstruct the cause of justice, commit an act to which accused number 1 to 6, they hatched a plan and informed the police that they were robbed at gunpoint by unknown persons. Accused 7, she cleaned the crime scene prior to the arrival of the police, which acts defeated or obstructed the administration of justice.
I'm sure you have paid attention to what Brigadier Keninda has been saying, to say an inference can be drawn based on what had transpired, right? To say there was a bag of money, a transparent bag of money, which was found in Kelly Khumalo's local gallery, right? Phone gallery. And then that very same bag was found, or that very same picture was found in one of the accused gallery, right? So, and then there is this thing to say, an inference can be drawn after that conclusion to say she was actually, she meant killing Senzo Meyiwa, and that comes after that after it has been said that she had written SMSs saying to Zandi Khumalo, her sister, saying that I remember those SMSs when Colonel Lambasta Steyn was testifying. The SMSs had said that she cannot forgive herself if she will not succeed in getting rid of Usenzo Meyiwa. And also some of the things that have happened here is that there were multiple SIM cards that were never disclosed to the police when they were doing their investigation. Now the police found those information, but what they found it to be very concerning and very strange was that those numbers were not disclosed. But that's just the beginning of this whole dilemma here. What they found it to be very concerning was the fact that, having found those numbers, they found those numbers have dialed certain, or they've dialed other numbers, right? Or in other words, they were used to call certain individuals. Having been, with that being said, these numbers were used to call other people, but not the emergency service nor the police, right? So that therefore creates a dilemma here, because in my comment section below, you will find people saying, they defend Ukeli Khumalo, saying that we are the haters. And we have never said, basically, she's the killer, but we have said that based on every statement that have been uttered by the Khumalo families and all the stuff, we have found it to be very strange that these same people, the way they speak of the deceased, the way they speak of Senzo Meyiwa, their behavior doesn't show signs of remorse, doesn't show signs of signs of sympathy. It just shows signs of arrogance and rudeness. And also we have found that their statements are contradicting one another, and that has been one of our problems. But I know in this YouTube channel that we also have one of the problems that we need to deal with. And those problems are, number one, subscribe. Two, like the video. Three, comment in the comment section below. You need to click the notification bell. You need to watch this video until the end. You need to watch the ads, and ultimately you need to share this video. Why? Because that's how you doing all these things, guys. It is free of charge, and that's how you financially contribute to this YouTube channel. Remember, become a member of this YouTube channel. It's also helpful. From as little as 20 Rand a month, you can use the button, the button called thanks. You donate to the channel from as little as you can. Should you wish to support the channel even further, in the video description below, you will find banking details from my media company, because this podcast is under my media company. Then you will contribute to the channel directly. Having said that, good people, let's go on a little bit here. I find it to be very, 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 very strange. And one of my biggest problem here is the fact that the NDPP have said that the people who were in the house have got a prima facie case to answer before an honorable judge. But then that hasn't happened. And just to think of it, to say why that hasn't happened, it's just something that worries me, to say this should have happened. Because come on, guys, come to think of it, if it was you and I, doing that, I can guarantee you today we would have been arrested. And if it was you and I, right, doing the same thing, having a prima facie case to answer, you would have been behind bars. If you think I'm joking, look at where is Advocate there for today. Just a simple thing, and you must go and research the complaints why Advocate therefore was arrested. Guess what? At some point, it's one of the complaints, I think it said that Advocate therefore had owed somebody 30,000 Rand. For 30,000 Rand, Advocate therefore is behind bars. But then if you're looking at that and you're like, oh, so the system is trying to show agility. They show how they are very aggressive in dealing with matters of this local magnitude. But then, on the contrary, when you look at the likes of the Khumalo family, the treatment that they received, despite the fact that they've got a prima facie case to answer before an honorable judge, that hasn't happened when it comes to those people. But it is, you get the point. They are very quick to react on other people, but very less to react on people like that. So it kind of creates this this dilemma in our heads to say, wait a minute, what is going on here? What is it that we are not seeing and that which we're supposed to be seeing. Because come to think of it, something doesn't add up here. Something doesn't make sense here, right? Maybe to you guys it does, but to me, there are things that doesn't make sense. So from where I'm seated, having interviewed to Attorney Tobane, where he spoke about the fact that you can subpoena somebody, they can come to court, even though they are not arrested, but they can come to court and answer for themselves as to what happened on that fateful day, right? What happened on that fateful day, you know? So those are the things that sometimes you kind of feel like, why that hasn't happened. So the next thing they will tell us about the equality, everybody is equal before the law, but you're like, there are other people who are more equal to the law when it comes to others. Why these people haven't been arrested is even a look as of yet. That is a question that I guess a lot of you guys, are asking that same question to say, how is it that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 they haven't been arrested? Why? When? You know what I'm saying? They need to explain their part, right? So we need to know what happened on that day. They owe us an explanation. Tell me something, guys. This is something that I find it quite strange, right? So you find police arresting accused number 1 to 5, for instance, using that evidence to say, you were bought to kill Usenzo Meyiwa, here is money. So they are using the same picture, the same evidence that they found on Kelly Khumalo. It's the same evidence that they will find on they found on the other accused. So based on the evidence, like I'm just for example, this is the evidence that was found on Kelly Khumalo's phone, right? This same evidence is found on the accused's phone. This same accused get arrested for this evidence, but this one doesn't get arrested for the same evidence. Does it mean that, okay, let me say it this way. Does it mean that you get to arrest the messenger and you leave the mastermind? You leave the sender. I mean, he who sent the person. You leave the person. In other words, you are dealing with the outcome. You are leaving the cause. How does it make sense? Like, picture this, right? It's raining, and your house, somehow there's a leakage. Instead of when the rain stops, instead of dealing with the leakage, you always have to put something just to make sure that when that water comes into your house, it goes straight into a bowel. Why don't you fix the hole? To get a point. That's where we're coming from, to say, why don't you deal with the cause? Why in this case you're dealing with the outcome, you're dealing with the result, but you're leaving the cause? Like, there's something here that doesn't make sense. There's something fishy here. There's something that doesn't make sense. In fact, what happened on that day? Who really took Senzo Meyiwa's life, right? Why is that person being shielded? We will talk about Ale Checklin, right? We'll talk about Longwe. That's another interesting character that we need to look at. He's got a very interesting character. Right? Not long ago, he was mad, and I don't believe that nonsense. I don't believe he's mad. I don't believe he's got he's mentally ill. I just don't believe that nonsense. I believe he's acting up. He needs to man up, right? He needs to come before the court and answer for the things that have happened there. Allegedly. But I'm not buying this thing that suddenly he's gone mad. No, I'm not buying all of that. Not at all. I'm not one to buy all those nonsense, that bullshit. I'm not buying that, right? He must come and account what happened on that day, because he saw it all, right? Why suddenly he goes crazy? He's mad. I'm not buying all of that. Sorry.